Blake Shelton might have traded in his red spinning chair for greener pastures, but that doesn't mean he's done talking about The Voice or throwing a little shade its way. The country superstar, who spent over a decade defining the NBC singing competition with his humor, heart, and honky-tonk charm, has moved on to new opportunities. And during the promotional tour for his upcoming CBS series, fans were shocked when Shelton made comments that many took as a not-so-subtle diss toward his former TV home. Let's rewind a bit. For 12 years, Blake Shelton was the king of The Voice. He wasn't just the winningest coach. With a record 9 champions under his belt, he was also the show's soul. His easy banter, bromance with Adam Levine, and sweet rivalry with wife Gwen Stefani helped turn the competition into a cultural mainstay. So when Shelton announced in 2023 that he was stepping away, fans assumed it was simply time for a well-earned break. But now, nearly 2 years later, Blake is back in the spotlight, this time on CBS, and his tone about his old gig has definitely changed. A new stage, a new attitude. Shelton's latest venture, a hybrid variety and reality show called Barmageddon, The Roadhouse Sessions, is set to premiere on CBS early next year. It's a spin-off of his hit USA Network series Barmageddon, featuring celebrity guests competing in wild bar games with plenty of music and laughter. This new version, however, promises more music, more mayhem, and more Shelton, according to CBS. During a recent interview to promote the series, Blake was asked whether he missed The Voice, and that's when the subtle shade began. "Look, I loved my time there," he said with his signature half-grin. "But after a while, you start to realize it's not about the music anymore. It's about lights, gimmicks, and making TV moments. I'm a country guy. I like things a little more real, a little more raw." That comment sent shockwaves through social media. Fans immediately interpreted it as a jab at The Voice, especially considering how the show has recently leaned into flashy production and younger, social media-savvy contestants. "Did Blake Shelton just say what we've all been thinking?" One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "The Voice used to be about singing. Now it's about TikTok followers." Others weren't so sure. "I think he's just saying he wanted something different," another fan posted. But still, that sounded like a diss. The Voice moves on without him. To be fair, The Voice has changed dramatically since Blake's departure. With the introduction of newer coaches like Kelsey Ballerini, Dan plus Shay, and even Reba McEntire taking a turn in the red chair, the show has shifted toward a fresher, more pop-leaning vibe. Ratings have held steady, but many long-time viewers admit the chemistry just isn't the same. Blake's sarcastic humor and old-school country grounding kept things balanced. Without him, some fans say, the show feels more manufactured. It's not just viewers feeling that loss, even former coaches have chimed in. Adam Levine, who famously shared a decade of friendly feuding with Shelton, joked earlier this year that The Voice lost its accent when Blake left. But Shelton's latest comments go beyond playful nostalgia. When pressed in another interview about whether he'd ever return as a guest coach, Blake shrugged. "Nah, I think that ship sailed," he said. "Besides, I'm having too much fun doing my own thing where nobody's telling me what to say or how to act." That line, "nobody's telling me what to say," raised even more eyebrows. Was he hinting that The Voice had gotten too scripted in its later years? A rebel spirit returns. If there's one thing fans love about Blake Shelton, it's that he's never been afraid to speak his mind. From his unfiltered tweets in the early 2010s to his playful roasting of contestants and fellow coaches, Blake's authenticity has always been his calling card. Now on CBS, it seems he's doubling down on that persona. Barmageddon. The Roadhouse Sessions will feature Blake hosting alongside longtime friend Carson Daly. Yes, that Carson Daly, who also worked with him on The Voice. The two will be joined by celebrity guests from music, sports, and Hollywood in a looser, more unpredictable environment. "This is what I've always wanted TV to be," Blake said in the CBS press release. "Just a bunch of people hanging out, playing games, singing songs, and having a damn good time. No judges, no votes, no drama, just fun." Many fans noticed the irony. No judges, no votes, exactly the opposite of The Voice. Fans react. Blake's throwing shade, but he's not wrong. Across social media, fans and entertainment bloggers alike have dissected Blake's comments with the enthusiasm of detectives at a country crime scene. Blake Shelton throwing subtle shade at The Voice while promoting his new CBS show is the best marketing move ever, one commenter wrote. He knows exactly what he's doing. Others see it as a reflection of how The Voice has evolved and perhaps lost some of its heart. It's not even shade, another fan argued. He's just being honest. The show changed, Blake didn't. Meanwhile, some loyal Voice fans rush to defend the series, noting that it continues to launch successful artists and remains a hit for NBC. Let be real, one post read. Without The Voice, Blake wouldn't have the platform he has now. He should be thanking them, not dissing them. Blake's response to the diss drama. When asked about the backlash during a radio appearance in Nashville, Shelton laughed. "Man, I wasn't trying to start anything," he said. "I just meant that I wanted to get back to having fun. The Voice gave me some of the best years of my life, but I've done my time in that chair." He then added, with a wink, "I still love the people over there, even if they replaced me with 3 people to fill my spot." Classic Blake. Gwen Stefani weighs in. Of course, no Blake Shelton story is complete without his equally famous other half. Gwen Stefani, who's currently back as a coach on The Voice, was reportedly amused by her husband's remarks. According to an insider who spoke with Entertainment Weekly, Gwen loves that Blake is being himself and isn't worried about any tension between networks. She knows he's just speaking from the heart, the source said. They tease each other about it all the time at home. Fans have already started joking online about a CBS versus NBC household rivalry. "Imagine their dinner conversations," one fan tweeted. "Gwen's talking about team battles and Blake's talking about bar games. That's reality TV gold right there." A goodbye that keeps echoing. Ultimately, Blake Shelton's comments, whether they were meant as playful teasing or pointed criticism, highlight something bigger. The Voice will never quite be the same without him. His absence left a cowboy-shaped hole that no number of flashing lights or new coaches can fill. And maybe that's exactly what Blake was getting at. He's moved on to a new stage, one where the beer is cold, the laughter is loud, and nobody's waiting for a buzzer to tell them they've made it. For Shelton, the music never stopped, it just found a new home. As he told fans during a recent live performance, The Voice was a chapter, but this is the whole damn book. If that's not a mic drop moment, we don't know what is.